cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin'. Hey cousins, what's up y'all? How's everybody doing? Hope everybody is having a great Saturday. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. I hope it was full of fun, chilling with the family. Hope y'all got some sleep in and all of that. What is going on? I see gosh darn it in the chat. I see unapologetic in the chat, holding down the mods. Y'all heard them. Smash the like button as you enter. Share this video. Subscribe to the channel if this is your first time here to become a part of the family. We would love to have you here. Um, what's up, Q Smooth? What's up, Q? Groovier Tony up in the building. What's going on? How you feeling? Hey, FN. Good to see you in the chat. Uh, Babyface J. Oh, look at the little kitty cat. What's up, Babyface J? How you doing today? We got Lemon Kit in the building as well. How y'all feeling? What's up, cousin? What's up, Dante's? Um, how do I say that? Dante's desk, I guess. What's up to you though, cousin? Always showing love, always supporting in the chat. Appreciate you. Hey Charlotte. What's up? How you feeling, Charlotte? It's Q birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Q. Y'all drop some birthday celebrations in the chat for cousin Q, always holding it down. Happy early birthday. What's that make you a that make you a Sagittarius too, right? We got so many Sagittarius cousins. I didn't know all my cousins were Sagittarius like me. We got a lot of Sagittarius family, y'all. But happy early birthday. Naya up in the building. Hey, how you feeling? Regal in the building as always. Hey Jay, I ain't seen your face in a little while. I hope you doing good. Good to see you in the chat, Jay. Hey TT, what's going on? How you feeling, cousin? Golden Rose, hey, what's up? Hey Lily. What is up, cousins? How you feeling today? Shout out to Demi holding down my duties as always. But I wanted to come on here and have a quick little conversation about some stuff I've been seeing um in the headlines on the back end I guess I had a few people reach out to me regarding this, I guess, this conversation about what is Kendrick's biggest hit and all of that. So I thought we could have a conversation about it. And if y'all want, y'all can tell me what y'all feel is Kendrick's biggest um what his biggest song is. Lemon Kid. There is a rumor that Cole and Kendrick is going on tour in 2026. Where did you hear that rumor? That's an interesting rumor. Where did you hear that? What's the details on that? What's up, Kaylani? How you feeling? What's up, JD? What's up, JD? Just stuck at work, but I'm here. I feel you, cousin. Work in this economy. Gotta do what we gotta do. What's up, India? How you feeling? But J. Cole and Kendrick going on tour together? I don't know about that one. That's that's an interesting rumor. So yeah, like I said, I wanted to talk about that. Was Kendrick's biggest hit. Um Drake, of course, because he's just so messy and he loves to play the internet game. He's basically mocking Ebro and Peter Rosenberg for their show on Hot 97 getting canned. Um, and did y'all see the situation with Nicki Minaj and Gavin Newsom? Um, so I wanted to get y'all's opinion on that too. And if there's any other topics y'all want to chat about, we can do that as well. Just either drop it in the comments or in the Discord, and the mods will let me know, and we can probably talk about it. But yes, thank y'all for pulling up. I appreciate that on this Sunday night. If you haven't already, please smash the like button for me. Um, we have a small goal today as well. Hopefully, we can hit that. So, shout out to everybody that's here, of course. Um, but I don't that that conversation about Kendrick and J. Cole going on tour together would be fucking hilarious. I don't see it happening. Um Something very drastic has to happen for Kendrick to feel the need to go on a joint tour with J. Cole, especially after he just finished a very successful tour on his own. um, but what we gonna start with first? Let's see. What do we want to start with first? Let's, you know what? Let's get Drake out the way. Because I don't want to harp on him, but as y'all know, Ebro from Ebro in the Morning on Hot 97, um, a big New York staple radio station. I'm pretty sure they play it other places around the world, but it is a big staple radio station on the East Coast. I listened to it growing up all my life, living on the East Coast, being from Jersey. New York is right there. And Ebro had Ebro in the Morning. And it was Peter Rosenberg and Laura Stiles, I believe her name is. And they've been on the air for a very long time. Personally, as I got older, I just stopped listening to them because I felt like a lot of their takes were just like very outdated. There's no nuance, and yeah, it just wasn't a show that I was interested in anymore. And then plus two, I stopped listening to the radio. But one thing I will say, like we talked about it the other day, I've always felt like um Ebro, although he knows what he's doing, he has a lot of connections in radio. I feel like he contributed to the downfall, unfortunately, of New York radio. Um, especially based on the fact that he he was one of those gatekeepers who did not want to give the new kids on the block a chance. In my opinion, he wanted to stick with the things that he was used to, the artists that he was used to. He wanted to stick with the old heads instead of giving a chance to the younger people coming up. There's been several instances where he's had younger people come on his show, and he's gotten into arguments with them. Um, and I just felt like it was always unnecessary. And because he had that stance, New York has become so stagnant. New York is not really a staple anymore in hip hop. There's no pillars anymore besides the old heads, the Jay-Z's, the Nas or whatever. But New York hip hop, the hip hop scene in New York cannot still run off of Jay-Z and Nas. They need some younger blood. They need some new people. And if you had to crown anyone in New York City as the king of New York, it would be Cardi B right now. She's the only one that's really pivotal outside, but that's my gripe with Ebro. Like, I feel like he's hurt New York radio. So, am I happy to see him come or go? My stance is I don't care. But someone who is happy, someone who seems to be very happy is Drake. That Ebro and his show Ebro in the Morning got the axe. As you can see, he left a comment on someone's page that was discussing Ebro's show getting canceled. And he put an axe. And it's just like, Drake, what are you doing? Like, I get why he commented. Ebro has not had not much favorable things to say about Drake as of recent, and I understand personally why Ebro hasn't had favorable things to say about Drake. Drake just to me just isn't a good person. Um so it's understandable why he rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And Ebro hasn't shied away from his critique of Drake in his music, in him as a person, how he acts behind the scenes. I think the last thing Ebro may have said about Drake that kind of pissed Drake and his fans off is Ebro called him a sickness to the genre, to the culture. Ebro called Drake a sickness. So Drake right now is basically relishing in, I guess, Ebro losing his job, losing his time slot um on New York radio. So again, like, I think it's corny as fuck that Drake is doing that because he that's the games that he likes to play. But I get it. I get why he would put this. Um, but it's just honestly, it's not doing him any favors at the end of the day. It's really not, because it's only adding to the narrative that he's a terrible person, um, that who likes to play the internet game. But again, like I said, he has, I guess he has a reason. Ebro has not said some nice things about him, so he's living in it. He's enjoying seeing his ops get canceled. And then so I guess Ebro and Peter Rosenberg, they saw it, and Ebro commented Drake is right wing, and so is uh I don't know if he's saying AK as in academics, because academics his propaganda page, Academics TV, also commented on Ebro getting fired. They basically, I guess, they laughed at him getting fired. Basically they're relishing in it. And so I guess that's who Ebro is referring to. And Peter Rosenberg, he also commented on it. And he said it's behavior like this that has made it impossible for people to defend the whack shit that he does, as in Drake. But happy Hanukkah, my one time pal. I truly wish you well, even if you're celebrating what you believe is our demise. So, yeah, he calling AKA ball sack. Wow. I can't. So yeah, this is the situation with Drake and Ebro, Peter Rosenberg, and all of that. So um, just ridiculous, I guess. I don't know. I don't fucking know at this point. AK and Drake doesn't realize that Funk Flex is even more traditional. Yeah, Lemon Kid, I saw that Funk Flex is gonna replace that morning slot. And I just feel like I don't know how. Again, I haven't listened to the radio in a very long time, and then especially since I moved to um Georgia, I don't really hear Hot 97 or The Breakfast Club like on the radio. I would have to go watch them on YouTube. So I don't really know how they're doing or how Flex is doing. What I remember Flex for is just being a DJ and dropping bombs every 3 minutes. So it's going to be very interesting to see how he can take over that morning slot. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Flex as of late has been Team Drake, I think. I think the last time I saw he was defending something with Drake. I don't know. I have no idea. These people flip flop a lot. Um, if you haven't yet, please smash the like button for me. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much as you come in. Hey Sharisha, what's going on? New York should have crowned Joey Badass back in 2016. Yeah, there's a lot of people, a lot of rappers that New York, Ebro, the radio stations, they should have embraced, but they didn't. And it shows the lack of camaraderie that they have up there after that Joey Badass battle, where not many, if any, came to his defense to um not even like no drama shit or anything like that, just to spar and just to push the sport forward. None of them thought to come to his defense. I don't even think that the radio even played his disses or even paid attention to what he was doing. I think he did get an interview on the Breakfast Club, but that was like months and months later. So I don't know what the fuck they got going on in New York, but they need to get it together. Shout out to the cousin Lily for contributing to today's goal. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I really appreciate that. Lily says the fall of New York in hip hop is sad and crazy. It is so sad. It really is sad because what the fuck are y'all doing? They don't want to sound like themselves. They have no sound. They're not being supported by the higher ups, the gatekeepers in New York. It's just an all around dud. Like why why is your prominent figures in New York right now 6ix9ine, Ice Spice, Cash Cobain, not even Nicki Minaj is contributing. The only person that's doing actually well right now in New York is Cardi B. I know there's like Ace Boogie, but he's not really a big mainstream artist. He's just popular where he's at. And I guess he can go different places and he might get attention, but it won't be anything crazy. So I don't know. They need to get it together over there in New York for real. And I think Ebro, Laura, and Peter Rosenberg, they're taking their channel to YouTube. And I guess they're going to try to capitalize off of that in this realm, but it's clipped. And Drake is basically enjoying it because he sees this as his ops are taking a L and he wants any L that he could possibly get right now. He hasn't seen a lot of W's in the last almost 2 years. So this is a win for him to see his ops down. I don't I don't know. I don't know, Drake. Yeah, Ebro called him a sickness. He's trying to distract from the fact that Mr. Recoup free falling. I don't even I would be surprised I'm gonna be surprised to see where it places. I don't think it's not this week. It's the next week when we'll see how it's gonna do on Billboard and the Hot 100. Lamar has been taking L's for almost 2 years straight. For him to talk about someone else is ridiculous. Karma will slide again, and he's not grasping that concept. And then my thing is like, if you're gonna pop shit, at least do it in the music, at least. But you just keep playing this social media game, and you haven't realized that it has never worked in your favor, Drake. But you keep doing it. You just keep doing it. I don't know what that's about. Drake got other things to worry about instead of laughing at the next man. He really does. It's Ebro in the gulag. He's cooked. He's so cooked. Drake trying to get a win anyway. See, yep, just said that too. It's this is satisfying to him. As if this isn't things that he's been doing behind the scenes as to why people already don't like you. Flex hates the West Coast more than he hates Drake, I guess. It's just gonna be interesting to see Funk Flex handle that morning time slot, because will all of these artists want to go sit with him and do interviews? Because Ebro in the morning, they did interviews and stuff. They talked to artists. It's gonna be interesting to see how Flex handles that, because like I said, I can't remember if he did interviews in the afternoon. I thought maybe he just spent the records and had conversations in between. I don't really recall him having sit down interviews with artists. I know he did like the freestyles and stuff like that, but I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see why people hate Ebro so much. I'm not understanding. Um, I don't know why people hate him, but I can understand why people dislike him. Um, I don't know if you just heard what I said about him regarding New York radio. You can either rewind it back a little bit, but he he has connections, he has relationships, but a lot of people feel like he helped contribute to the downfall of New York radio. New York radio is too corporate. No one moves without company approval. It took weeks before Not Like Us was played. Yeah, they plus they had to figure out how to censor a song like Not Like Us. Diddy was exposed. Hot 97 fell. The West Coast guy is king. Tupac got his revenge. And that man acknowledges every L except his own. Say that, Hammy. Say fucking that. What's up, Kimberly? How you doing? Hey, Wop. What's going on? I hope you enjoying your trip. I saw you had your own special gig up in Australia DJing. So shout out to you. Put the Patreon up. We waiting for it. What's up, Dre? How you feeling? Clock it. Ebro will have another job in the next 30 days. Even though I don't like him, he has extensive experience in radio and the music industry, so he will be a co-host on a major podcast. You're not wrong, Bruce. That's what I was saying. Like, he has all the connections, he has the history, and he's been in this shit for forever. So Ebro is gonna be good regardless, you know. It seems like he's trying to lean into his own thing with creating that YouTube page for Rhoda Rosenberg and Laura Stiles, because they can do it. They can create their own podcast s type situation. But like you said, he has the connections. He's been in this game for a very long time. Plus, he's still at Apple Music, so Ebro is gonna be good. Ebro is gonna be good. But Drake, you know how he do. He just wants to relish and somebody taking an L, and so he doesn't feel like he's the last one taking an L. That's just what he does. Facts, they sure enough did. They went there business trip. Does Flex do interviews? I haven't listened to. See, I'm kind of behind in these damn comments and y'all saying the stuff that I'm saying. But Sam's owner, no, that's why I'm saying it's gonna be interesting to see how he handles that. What's up, Lisa? How's it going on? Not back at Drake. Maybe New York's hip hop scene thrives underground. New York takes the battle rap scene to a whole nother extreme. In a way, the radio might be too bubble gummy for a lot of the talent there. I could be wrong though. I don't think you're wrong per se. Um but I do know that um there's an opportunity for both of them to coexist because we've seen it. We've seen New York radio be really good and battle rap take off. Honestly, battle rap is in a shitty spot as well right now. Battle rap URL is not as popping as it used to be. I think Caffeine was, when they joined Caffeine TV, that was the highest high that it had been in a very long time. So I think New York as a whole just needs a big revamp. The talent, the media, everything. It just needs a whole new cleansing for real. Ebro works at Apple. He already found a new home. Exactly. Yeah, night night. I just learned that the other day. He from the West. I didn't even know that. I always thought he was from New York. I had no idea. You welcome, Wop. Flex is about to hate on Kendrick all of 2026. What's new? What's new? It's just gonna be a continued pattern and he's gonna keep putting up. So like what are they gonna do? What's gonna be different? And my thing is about the New York hate with Kendrick, because I saw somebody say this in the comments the other day, like New York doesn't fuck with Kendrick. And I'm like, do y'all not realize that Kendrick actually broke in New York? Like his biggest break came in New York City at the clubs, SOBs and all of that. And how can you say in Kendrick, New York doesn't fuck with him? And he headlined Summer Jam twice. The biggest event in New York City in the radio and the music, Summer Jam. He headlined it twice. The first time he did it, that's the first time I ever saw him. So the narratives just don't be true. It just don't be true. My ankle not tenderness no more. I see you with them boots on. You had them shits tied extra tight for support. Praying Australia and praying for Australia and Brown University. Amen. Amen. I seen that shit. That shit is crazy. It's so tragic. The shit that we living in. Y'all play too much. That will bring Cole on tour. Sure, maybe holding carrying head in his hand. But is WAP still in here? Is Mac WAP in here? Mac WAP. They saying Dot and Cole are going on tour together in 2026. Please confirm or deny. Matter of fact, don't even confirm or deny because it just sounds ridiculous. It just sounds ridiculous. I don't see that shit happening at all. Blame Drake. He killed battle rap. Listen, he showed up to the events, standing on the side, acting like he know what the fuck is going on. He has no idea what the fuck is going on. Truth be told, the motherfucker was in there recruiting. That's why they all feel this type of loyalty to his ass because he's over there recruiting for his next writers, allegedly. But let them tell it. He knows battle rap. I bet I watch battle rap for a living. This motherfucker was there recruiting. That's all. Making money with caffeine, and that's it. You don't study shit. Flex needs to retire. I honestly thought he was gonna retire, Nikki. I thought he was. Mac's response to Nicki Minaj was hilarious. 2025 moment. What did he say? What he call her? He said something about her butt. I can't remember. When they joined Caffeine, it was over. Caffeine, you know what? I can't even front. I enjoyed the battles on Caffeine because it was a easier access. I don't have to go stand in them fucking venues where it's hot as hell. It's packed. I enjoyed the luxury of turning on my TV and being able to watch the battles. I can't even front. But something changed. I don't know. I think the issue happened when he decided to make his own app and they just completely took the shit off of YouTube. Shit went bad. New York needs to regroup and figure it out. And telling you, for their sake, Kendrick and Cole are not friends, so please stop spreading that BS rumor. Night night, I don't know who said it. Somebody in the chat said it. The difference between everybody else L's and Drake is he begged for his L. Say it, Jazz. He begged for it. That's what they trying to tell us. But good luck to Ebro and them. They're gonna be fine. What we got next? Um, y'all want okay? So let's. Oh, actually, you know what? I wanted to shout before we go to the next subject. I wanted to shout out one of the cousins and their channel. I want to show them some love. Hold on, let me get the link. I'm gonna post the link in the comment section. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me for a second. Okay, that's their channel. But yeah, like I said, before we get too deep, I want to show love real quick. If y'all are into politics, if you're in a culture and not just like surface level headlines, y'all need to tap in with Tap In on Politics, hosted by Nikki and Fee. So listen, I know I usually stay up to date on watching the news, or Demi and Kayla are really good with the politics in the Discord. But like I said, I like to hear from my people basically. So people who look like me, represent like me, and they actually understand how these politics shit can affect us in the long run, today and in the long run. So that's exactly what they do over there. They break down the culture and the political side. So they're one of the cousins. They always show me love. So I wanted to go ahead and show them some love. So if y'all can, I posted the link in the comments. I also have the link in my description. Please go over there and show Nikki and Fee some love. Tell them that the cousin Moni sent them over. So yeah, I wanted to just show them some love real quick. I appreciate what it is that they're doing. Their channel is growing. So support them because they support me. So just had to show them some love real quick. But yeah, let's talk about this new bubbling narrative, I guess, that people are trying to figure out what Kendrick Lamar's biggest hit is, I guess. How do y'all feel? Like, what do y'all think his biggest hit is? Tell me what y'all think. Is it Humble? Is it Not Like Us? Or is it a different song? Me personally, um, what the hell? I feel like Kendrick's biggest hit is Humble still, but I understand the I guess the conversation of trying to make his biggest hit Not Like Us, but I just don't like the fact that they're trying to do it as if it's a negative, which is so lame to me. So give me a second because I wrote down like the statistics because y'all know I don't like to just say shit just to be saying shit. People like to say shit just to be saying shit. Um, but yeah, so this started after 21 Savage's recent interview where he said Drake is basically the number one guy. You know, the regurgitated talking point that these motherfuckers keep using. Drake is the number one guy in the industry. He's the most streamed, blah 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 blah. Take his dick out your mouth. And then they're like, beating Kendrick Lamar wouldn't have done anything for Drake. Again, let's pause right there because that statement is just not true. And we talked about this the other day. Like we said, beating Kendrick would have meant everything to Drake. It would have meant everything to Drake if he beat Kendrick. And not because of the numbers, not because of the streams or the chart placements. It's because Kendrick has represented something that Drake has always struggled with, and that is to be fully accepted within hip hop. Kendrick has been long viewed as someone with hip hop's moral compass. If you want to be technical, he's a pure lyricist. He's also an artist who did not have to compromise the essence of the culture to sell records, whereas Drake had to go pop in order to sell bigger records as a hip hop artist. That's what Drake had to do. Despite being one of the biggest and most streamed artists of all time, he has never fully escaped questions surrounding how authentic he is. People have questioned his softness. People have called him a bitch, his ghostwriting scandals and industry positioning versus cultural like grounding. Like Drake has had the industry plant label as well. So him beating Kendrick would have meant a lot of for him. This shit has been brewing for over a decade. So the idea that outperforming Kendrick, out rapping Kendrick, out maneuvering and being more strategic over Kendrick wouldn't matter is blasphemy. It's blasphemy. He wants that respect. Beating Kendrick would have given him that respect. Yes, we know you got streams. Yes, we know you get number one records, but it's Kendrick who has the respect of his peers. It's Kendrick who receives the consistent critical acclaim for his music that he chose to prioritize quality over oversaturation. It's Kendrick who continues to get the Grammy nominations while you don't. Is Kendrick being recognized as elite with his lyricism, songwriter of the year conversation, Pulitzer prizes. You think that don't matter to Drake? You think in the back of his head Drake is not thinking about how this little nigga keep getting all of this shit over me and I'm the most streamed? If I'm able to put him down when they have crowned him from the beginning over me, when I should have the crown, you think that shit don't mean nothing? You're insane. You are fucking insane. And that's why comments from like 21 Savage and everyone else is very disingenuous in saying like beating Kendrick would have done nothing for him. This meant everything to Kendrick. This battle gave Kendrick his biggest hit. It's corny. It's corny. They got you niggas, 21 Savage, Little Yachty, all of y'all, they got y'all moving around like sheep. Unaware y'all being sent on dummy missions to rehabilitate this nigga's image. So let's talk about it. What is Kendrick Lamar's biggest hit? Some people say it's Not Like Us. Some people say it's Humble. The reality is, it can be both, depending on how you look at it. Humble, let's talk Humble first because Humble came out first. Humble is Humble is Kendrick Lamar's biggest record of all time. That's a fact. It is diamond certified. Humble is eligible for double diamond, 20 times platinum. Humble is his most streamed song overall. It's a Grammy winning record. It is a cultural moment that has defined the damn era. So, by certification, by lifetime streams, and historical standing, Humble is the biggest record in Kendrick Lamar's discography. That is not up for debate. We know y'all like to lead with your opinions. We know y'all like to lead with your emotions. But if you look at the facts, Humble is the biggest record in Kendrick Lamar's discography. Now, let's talk about Not Like Us, because dismissing its impact would also be very dishonest. And y'all know I'm not dishonest. I'm not. Not Like Us is diamond eligible. When this nigga plan on certifying his shits, who knows? I don't know. But it is diamond eligible. It is a Grammy winning record 5 times. It is one of Kendrick's most streamed records right now today. It is pulling more daily streams than Humble. Listen with your ears, okay? All time, Humble is his biggest stream record. But right now, Not Like Us is pulling more daily streams than Humble. And it's an accomplished diss record. You don't really have motherfuckers getting diamond disc records, 5-time Grammy nominated win Grammy record. So that matters. So when people say Not Like Us is Kendrick's biggest record, what they should really be saying is Not Like Us is Kendrick Lamar's biggest record at the moment in terms of daily consumption and cultural presence. There is a difference. There is a difference. Okay? Okay. We're all on the same page, right? So, the real question to me becomes, could Not Like Us eventually overtake Humble in total streams? And the answer is it's possible, but it's not guaranteed. It's not. Humble has nearly a decade of momentum, radio position, playlist, awards, replay value, all of that. During the Damn era, Kendrick Lamar won 5 Grammys that night. During Not Like Us era, won 5 Grammys as well. Kendrick is the only rapper who's won 5 Grammys in one night 3 times. That motherfucker is elite. um, but yeah, like I was saying, Humble has nearly a decade of momentum versus Not Like Us. So talking radio, playlist, awards, replay value. Not Like Us, on the other hand, have higher daily streaming velocity, cultural relevance, I guess, tied to the battle, and the organic demand without heavy radio dependency. So Humble has the radio dependency. Not Like Us doesn't really have that. Um, but if Not Like Us maintains this pace over several years, then yes, it could challenge Humble's position. It could. But as of today, hear me clear and hear me well. Humble still holds the historical crown, while Not Like Us dominates the present. Both truth can coexist. What they say, two things can exist at the same time. We don't gotta argue about this shit. We don't gotta argue about it. Yes, Kendrick Lamar is the only artist in history that I believe has won the Grammys 5 times in 5 times, um, 5 awards. I'm getting tongue tied. 5 awards on 3 separate occasions. Um, so yeah, so I mean, Not Like Us is a very big record. Humble is a very big record. All the Stars is a big record. DNA is a big record. Love is a big record. Money Trees is a big record. Luther is a big record. So this idea that this is Kendrick's first hit is corny and it's tired and it's lame. Not Like Us is not this nigga's first big hit. Stop playing with his discography. Why are y'all trying to uh pretend like this is his only biggest big record? He got plenty of them. For somebody to not have a big record, why does he have 10 records that have billions of streams? 10 different records with billions of streams. It don't work like that. It does not work like that. So the takeaway here is isn't that Kendrick has one massive song, is that his catalog is basically stacked with records that would be, and that's what kills me, because they want to push this narrative that Not Like Us is his first big record, right? But if you give his discography to another rapper, they would be considered the biggest rapper in the world, one of the biggest rappers in the world. So why isn't it the same for Kendrick? His records would be career defining for most artists. And I want to also talk about the derogatory almost framing of Not Like Us. Um because I noticed that it stands out is that how some people use Not Like Us being called Kendrick's biggest record as some sort of like slight, as if it's like if it's a negative. And that is just so strange to me. Because for years, the narrative have been Kendrick takes too long to write. Kendrick can't consistently make a hit record. Kendrick isn't built for mainstream dominance. His only time being dominant really is during the Damn era where he was commercial. Yet, when Kendrick chooses to make a hit, he does it with ease. And he's proving it to y'all that y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. How do you create a culturally dominant diss record, then follow it up with an album full of accessible, high performing records and think he can't make a hit? He just proved to you I can make a hit with these. I can blink and make a hit. Kendrick was just never tracing being a hit maker. He wanted to make music that had meaning. He wanted to make music that has longevity, emotional resonance, cultural impact, music that lasts a lifetime. If Kendrick wanted to play the hit game earlier, he could have done that. He simply chose not to do that. So let's cut the narrative. He basically just proved to all of y'all, if I wanted to make a hit, I can make a hit. And look how easy I did it. Look how easy I did it. I blinked and I got a hit record. I can do exactly what you niggas can do, and I can do it 20 times better. I just chose to not have to go that route. I want y'all to get that through y'all head. So to wrap this up, because this doesn't even need to be a long fucking conversation. It really doesn't need to be. So yes, beating Kendrick would have meant everything to Drake. It would have meant the world to him. Humble is Kendrick's biggest record historically. Not Like Us is his biggest record right now, today. And if you want to highlight some shit, highlight the fact that Kendrick has multiple diamond level records. Highlight that. Highlight the fact that Kendrick Lamar has a record that's 20 times platinum, double diamond. Y'all favorite rappers are not doing that. Highlight that. Put that on the big screen. Put that on the Jumbotron. That Humble is double diamond. That Not Like Us is diamond. Put on the Jumbotron that GNX came out a year and a couple weeks ago and it's already 3 times platinum. Put that on the Jumbotron. How about that? Since you want to be highlighting some shit, highlight that. Trying to frame any of this as negative, it says more about you weirdos than it says about Kendrick or anything else. Again, for the people who didn't hear it in the back, Humble is Kendrick's biggest record. Not Like Us is the bigger record today because it is getting the more daily streams. But keep in mind, Luther is getting more daily streams than Not Like Us. So you get what I'm saying? You get my gist? You get where we're going with this? Could Not Like Us catch up to Humble? Sure, but people would have to stop listening to Humble. People would need to stop listening to Humble in order for Not Like Us to catch up to Humble. So just shut the fuck up with the narratives, okay? We are tired of the narratives. We are tired. We don't want to hear about your opinion and how you feel. We want to hear the facts. Y'all like to talk about statistics. Let's talk statistics, real statistics, not how you feel. Okay? For the journalists out there, let's be journalists and let's post all of the data. Let's post all of the facts, especially if you want people to respect you. Be the journalist that you learned to be in school, not one that's disgruntled and want to push narratives because you upset about some shit now. Thank you for coming to my TED Talks. I hope this made sense for everybody. You know, I try to help out. They call me a K bot, a glazer, but at least you're gonna get the truth from me. At least you're gonna get the facts from me. Hey Frank, thank you so much for supporting the channel and donating to the goal. Drake is battle rapping with his karma and losing. He needed the co-signing of American artists so their artistry could rub off on him. Yeah, he likes to. I think we actually spoke about this the other day. Yeah, we were talking about influence and how Drake doesn't really influence anybody. He finds whatever's trending and he stands next to it, and because he's Drake, because he's the bigger artist, it looks like he's putting people on, but they're doing more for him than he's really doing for them at the end of the day, because now he has a brand new look, he has a brand new sound, and he's able to latch onto this and say, hey, look what I'm promoting, look what I just ushered in. And it's like, no. But yeah, that's straight. Hey, Nisa. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Peace, Moni and cousins. I hope Kendrick certifies everything when he gets home. Enough is enough. Shut these mofos down. He don't be caring. That's the thing about Kendrick. He do not give a damn. He does not care. I know we be up here popping it for him. I wish he cared. I just want him to stunt just one time. Just one time. Outside of the Grammys, like the Grammys is a big thing. The Grammys is a very big thing. But I want him to certify his music because a lot of heads are gonna roll. They're gonna roll once he certifies the music. And then too, to be honest, TDE has to TDE could do the certifications. And I don't even think they certified anything for their artists, their other artists in a long time too. The last time was the last time Kendrick certified. So TDE can do the certification because those songs were with TDE. Kendrick can certify like Not Like Us, some of the stuff from Mr. Morale because that was like a split partnership with TDE, PG Lang. So I don't I don't know. I want him to certify his stuff though immediately. Cause like I said, niggas' heads are gonna roll when they see these certifications get updated. For real. K Way for reals. Shout out to the cousin for supporting the channel. How do you get mad because a black man stood up against colonizing your region of hip hop? 21 March for a slut, but let tell hip hop. I forgot he did the slut walk with Amber Rose. Mind you, she's MAGA now. Don't you see how that worked out? She's MAGA now. That is so crazy. That's so fucking crazy, y'all. I can't. Shit is crazy. Shit is wild. Yeah, but shout out to the cousin again for supporting the channel. I really appreciate that, y'all. Thank y'all so much for helping contribute to my goal. Um, hold on, y'all. 1 second. My groceries just got delivered mad late. My bad. Hey, Miss Bynum, how you feeling? Uh, most Americans are done with Drake. I think his fans are still gonna show up for him. You know. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Alicia. Appreciate you. Y'all infatuated with them numbers, but it just makes it easier for me to divide and conquer. They don't be listening. They don't be listening. Y'all make it so easy for him to come creep through the cracks. Making a number one hit off dissing a nigga is a flex. Most rappers want that. All of them want it. They can pretend and act like they don't, but they all wish they had the ability, but they don't. 21 is an immigrant and is not from the culture. Yeah, he was born in the UK, but I'll be honest, 21 grew up in Atlanta since he was a child. Um but 21 is very interesting though. Like his um his stances are just crazy on certain topics. Like it just doesn't make sense. Like he has a problem with snitching. I think I saw him say like he had a problem with people snitching, but he said he's willing to snitch on somebody that's dead because they can't come back in. I guess the dead person can't be held accountable, so he's willing to snitch on a dead person. And I just feel like that's worse. I just feel like that's worse because that person is dead and that person can't defend themselves, and you're willing to snitch on them. You slaw for that to me, in my opinion. But yeah, 21. He's from the UK, but he grew up in Atlanta, so um Yeah, he's an immigrant technically. But he's from Atlanta. That side is over there scraping and scrambling. They bad. They down bad over there for sure. The same. Got a meal prep. That's exactly what I'm about to do. That's exactly what I'm gonna do when I get off of here, because I'm trying to, I'm trying to get my shit together. But yeah, Kate, I say he will be back at Australia too. Did he say that? Last night was his last show for 2025. I'm still keeping hope alive that we get the TV run. Allegedly, I'm still keeping hope alive that he does a mini Grammy promo, but we shall see. Allegedly, we supposed to be getting a TV run, but we shall see. I don't know. Drake has a lot of fans who are not interested in hip hop culture. Oh yeah, 90% of them are not interested in hip hop. 90% are not interested in hip hop. They're interested in Drake and Drake only. That is a fact. Ever since Quentin Miller gone, Drake know his time was completely over and dry out. Yeah, Quentin Miller left with all the goods. I mean, they took one of his legs, but he left with all the goods. Um, mm, I know I'll be listening to Iceman. I need something else to criticize. that is that is funny. I like how you kept it real, though. I like how you kept it real. Do y'all even think Iceman is dropping this year? Do you think it's dropping this year? I don't know. I feel like he was supposed to drop in October, is what the little birdie told me. He was supposed to drop in October, but unfortunately, Taylor Swift popped out and got in the way, so he had to readjust his calendar from what it is that he wanted to do. The Iceman episodes were supposed to lead up into the album, but unfortunately, she fucked up his plans, and now I don't I don't see him dropping. If he does drop, it needs to be the Friday that's coming up. It needs to be this Friday coming up, because especially with the holidays, you're you're not getting number one. You're not getting number one at all. At all. You're cooked. Okay? I think he did the partnership with Marvel, which he's hopeful can help garner some revenue in some type of way. It would not shock me if the Marvel stuff rolls into his merchandise. And they're bundling those things to be able to sell more records. Travis Scott is an abuser of that. He abuses it. Uh yeah, he did. He been here since 6 years. What's my beautiful Nubian queen? Who you talking about, Sean? You talking about me? Or but I hope your day is going well. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Saw that video of 6ix9ine making fun of 21. Yeah, it was funny. It was funny, but I can't give him no country either. He's a weirdo too. 21 has no true connection to our history and culture, and it shows. 21 Savage doesn't care about hip hop either. None of them do. I think I just saw a video. I actually wanted to listen to this video to hear what G Herbo actually said. Hold on, I'm gonna play it while I'm on here with y'all if I could find it. Because I think G Herbo said something about him not writing. He hasn't written a song in years. Hold on, where is it? Here it goes.
I ain't wrote no song in years, bro. I really don't. You said y'all stopped writing. Next thing's gonna be a rumor saying that her wrote on right. I wrote on right. I ain't wrote no song in years, bro. I really don't. You don't put it on paper. Yeah, That's what he means. So in a way, yeah, it's like I feel like it take the time away. It just cut that process because when you think of it, you might think of 4 bars, 8 bars, and once I feel like as an artist, and certain people might agree with me, the hardest part of doing a song is the first four and the last four. Everything else in between that is really just flowing and making it make sense. Okay. And it's like when I think of something, I just put it on wax, and then I might punch in the whole song, but it don't take me long. I think the longest it might take me to record a song is an hour tops, 45 minutes, something like that. You said y'all stopped writing. This is gonna be a rumor saying that her wrote
He in the studio just bullshitting. Just put, he said the most important parts is the first four and the last four. In the middle, he just vibing at this point. So he's just basically punching in as he thinks of lines. I don't get it. I don't get it. But it makes sense why the music is what the music is. You're not even really taking time to process what it is that you're writing. And then you saying it's only taking you 40 minutes to get it in. I mean, hey, if his fans like it, what can you say? What can you fucking say? SNL, yeah, I would love to see it. Justice for Quentin Miller, such a sad story. Didn't his leg get messed up or something? When do you think the Stan Wars stop, or is this now business as usual? The Stan Wars are not going to stop, especially not for that side. It's what they are clinging on to at this point. They think the more that they attack, the better the situation will become. Like I literally just seen somebody. Hold on. You know, can I upload it here? Let's see. You know how out of touch is this it? No, I don't think that's it. I don't want to show this person's name, but uh hold on. It's not showing the way I want it to show. Hold on, let me see if I can edit this real quick. I don't think the Stan Wars will ever go away because these people are like real life hurt behind this battle. Like this battle means a lot to them, and the fact that Drake lost so bad, they just can't get over it. And we all seen the situation with the moment with Kendrick and the Kendrick and the young lady at Spilt Milk, right? You know, very wholesome moment. A very nice moment. Him acknowledging a young fan in the crowd, giving her some love, saying happy birthday to her. And instead of that being a beautiful moment, you have, I'm assuming this is a Drake fan. I mean, she got a six and an owl in her caption. I don't even know if this is a bot or not, or like a fake page, but this is the type of stuff that they're saying. Like he could have done way more, slide the family some real money to cover school stuff, experiences or whatever. Like first of all, how do you know this family needs money? Why would you assume that this family just needs money? And why is he obligated to give a fan money just because he acknowledged them in a crowd? He has to give them money. These people aren't begging for money. That's what they do at Drake concerts because they know that's all he's good for, being a trick. So you saw that beautiful moment with this little girl crying her eyes out, trying to keep her composure, but she couldn't keep her composure. You see it all on her little precious face that she's excited. Her favorite artist noticed her, acknowledged her birthday, and gave her a PG Lang hat that nobody can get besides PG Lang staff. And you talking about give them a boost, something with actual impact. Again, how do you know this family needs money? You see this little girl and assume that she's poor and her family's poor? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like y'all are crazy. Something like dude is worth 200 million and the pinnacle of generosity he can muster is a signed hat. Yes, bitch. Yes. That's what he mustered up. And the little girl gladly accepted it. She literally cried her eyes out for the hat. Y'all are crazy. This is what Stan Wars is. They will see a beautiful moment between a fan and an artist and say you should have gave her money instead of acknowledging her. That's not the pinnacle of generosity. Like, what are you talking about? Do you even know Kendrick's history? Do you know why we see an artist like Kendrick today? Because he was once that child that he acknowledged in the crowd when he saw Tupac, his idol, when he was a child, when his father put him on his shoulders and he was able to see Tupac and Dr. Dre create the California Love music video and that inspired him to be who he is today. You don't think that moment is going to do something like that for that little girl, whether she becomes an artist or not? She is going to remember that moment for the rest of her fucking life. And thank God we have camera phones and cameras where she can go and pull it up and look at that moment for the rest of her days. Her children can go look up that video and say, hey, this was my grandma when she was a child and she was able to see her favorite rapper, her favorite artist in the world, and they acknowledged her on her ninth birthday. You are not going to be able to tell little mama Kalina nothing when she goes back to school on Monday. The hell are you talking about? Like, shut up. You're talking about the kids' college fund is now fully secured. The family's rent is paid forever, all because of one hat. You bitches are mentally ill. Y'all are mentally fucking ill because y'all are so obsessed and so parasocial and obsessed with Drake. You seeing a beautiful moment has caused you to hate any and everything that Kendrick Lamar does, even if it's generous. You want this mother. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. And this is why people make fun of y'all. This is why people make fun of you, Ovi hoes. And this is why people embarrass Drake repeatedly because you motherfuckers are weird. Y'all are weird. I just don't understand how you saw that beautiful moment. You saw that little baby's face and you said, why you ain't give her no money? You said, why you ain't give her no money? What? What is wrong with y'all? Look at her little face. Look at her little precious face. This made her entire year. Her entire year. And you think She's poor, and you think that she needs money because you saw this little brown girl, and you think automatically she needs money. She needs a handout. She needs help with her schooling, with her clothing. That's what y'all think of Black people, indigenous people. Y'all think we poor. Y'all think we need a handout. Y'all think we need our lives to be assisted with. This is so racist. This is so anti Black. This is just delusional. Like, he did not lie when he said he is doing what COVID did. Y'all will never get over it. That's what they wanted her to do. They wanted her to say, "Help me. I'm poor. I need you to pay for my tuition." How do you even know this little girl got tuition? They just be making up shit. They really do be making up stuff. Fucking said she needs her tuition paid. She needs school supplies. What? Little mama just there trying to enjoy her ninth birthday. She just trying to vibe and have a good time with her grandpa. That's all she was trying to do. It's indicative of some of his fan base that type of transactional thinking is what Drake does. So it figures, yes, yes, 100%. 100%. He puts so much stock in what can you do for me or what can I do for you. And if I do something for you, you owe me your life. You owe me your life. You're never supposed to betray me. I bought you a watch. Bitch, I didn't ask for the watch. I did not ask for that watch. And now because you gave me a watch, I am forever indebted to you. Y'all are crazy. Having a whole meltdown, K-Way, over a little girl getting a hat, a signed hat, an exclusive hat at that. None of us can go anywhere and get a PG Lang hat. People are like, oh, we can go to Lids and get it made. Sure, you can, but we all know the shit is fake. We all know it's fake. We all know it's fake. Yes, designers, they they have replicas and stuff like that. Louis Vuitton, people get fake bags and stuff like that, but that ain't what PG Lang was made for. Kendrick Lamar and Dave Free are not selling these hats because they don't want motherfuckers getting their hands on it who do not represent what his business stands for, what his message is, what he's trying to push. That's why they won't sell those hats. I do think they did get into talk with Mitchell and Ness, but they were being iffy with the patent. But I'm glad it worked out that way. Because no, people do not need to just be having a hat. Trying to turn this beautiful little girl's moment into some hate for Kendrick is so crazy to me. These motherfuckers need a grip. Like, y'all need straight jackets. For real. Because y'all are crazy. Crazy as hell. Shout out to the cousin K Way again for supporting the channel. Iceman melted now is hot dog. Not his hot dog water. And he the type to boil his hot dogs. He's definitely the type to boil his hot dogs instead of putting it in the skillet, letting it get a little char on it. He boils his hot dogs. I'm almost certain of it. 21 looked like he leave a dirty ring around the top. What? Lotto like it. These mail stands are single with sticky keyboards. They're scary. Honestly, they are scary. Like they are in a cult. Excuse me, in a cult. Nicki Minaj fans are in a cult too. Let's talk about her as well before we talk about anything else. I want to get this out the way cuz she's beefing with what is his man name? Newsom? Her crazy ass. Have y'all seen this shit? Like this is I swear I feel like we are living in the Twilight Zone. We really are. So first of all, so for those who don't know what's going on, right? Gavin Newsom, he recently made headlines for what did he say? He basically like reaffirmed his stance on protecting transgender youth. And I think his position was that trans kids, they deserve to, be safe, feel protected, feel supported, and not turned into like political targets in which Donald Trump has been trying to do. Now, whether you agree with him or not is your business. That's not my business. I'm just telling you what the situation is. Basically, the situation had nothing to do with Nicki Minaj. However, Nicki Minaj inserted herself into the conversation. And she basically said on Friday, I think it was Friday, or was it yesterday? One of these days this past week, she went after him and she had tweeted a bunch of times. And she basically said, imagine being the guy running on wanting to see trans kids. Ha ha ha. Not even a trans adult would run on that. Normal adults wake up and think they want to see healthy, safe, happy kids, not gay, not Gav, the Gav nots, Gav out. Send in the next guy on board. A bunch of bullshit, but basically she's basically attacking him. Like she's being dismissive of his stance. She's basically mocking him. And I think at one point she even called him trans. She basically said like he's transitioning. But again, y'all, she inserted herself into this conversation. She attacked him first. And when you step into politics, especially while aligning yourself with MAGA rhetoric and publicly supporting Donald Trump, you are no longer going to be treated as an entertainer. You are going to be treated like the opposition. And so Gavin and his social media team, they had a conference and they said, we going in for the kill. Okay? Gavin Newsom's team went on TikTok and they posted a reel of Donald Trump and Epstein basically framing it like protecting women's, protecting girls, protecting the community. And they use his, which we all know is a diss towards Nicki Minaj. When I seen that shit, I just laughed. I just said, what the fuck? First of all, I said, what the fuck? But then I just laughed. I had to laugh because this choice was deliberate. And they were letting her know, bitch, we can play too if you want to play. Like his already carries cultural meaning because of its reference to Megan's Law, which, like I said, we know is a diss to Nicki Minaj due to her husband being a registered freaky frog, and then her brother as well being convicted of brutally assaulting his stepdaughter who was a minor repeatedly. So they had points to prove and they cleared her. They cleared her. And then they didn't even stop there. I think she said something else, but they didn't stop there because they ended up posting this. They are not playing whoever the social media team is, they are not playing fair. They are not playing fair at all because they posted a link to the meganslaw.ca.gov website encouraging Californians to protect their communities. Nicki Minaj lives in California. Nicki lives in California and her husband has to register as a fucking sex offender in California. Bruh, a political clapback. A political fucking clapback. And it's just so crazy because it's like, Nicki, you really have a natural allegiance to sex offenders. And it's like, sister, why? Not like you're my actual sister, but I'm just sister. Like, what's going on? Why do you have an allegiance to men who abuse women and children? Like, so this like really needs to be studied and analyzed. It really does. But honestly, no, it don't, because it would be a waste of the researcher's time because the pattern is clearly already there. It's there. Male centered women are so dangerous and so fucking scary. Nicki has repeatedly shown that she will defend men at all costs, whether they're good or bad. Sex assault aside, we've seen Drake disrespect Nicki, hang with all of her ops, and all she does is throw a hissy fit, but then again, she's back at his side. Lil Wayne never defends her, but she's always defending Lil Wayne. Then you got her husband. Then you got her brother. Like, girl, it's a pattern. You're always defending men, but then you attack women. You always attacking women. You even attacked your sister, your little sister Ming Lee, because she wanted to get into the entertainment business. And you stopped talking to her. You defend men at all costs. You excuse the harm towards women and children. And you attack the very communities that protect you and that buys your music and goes up for your music. Don't get me wrong. Like, this is absolutely crazy for a governor's office, any type of political figure, to be going back and forth with Nicki Minaj on social media. It's crazy. Like I said, I feel like we are living in the fucking twilight zone. Like, what is going on? We are in the end of our days. But I don't feel bad for Nicki. I just can't feel bad for her. I cannot feel bad for this lady at all. Because you chose to publicly attack an elected official. You chose to align yourself with MAGA. You chose to support Donald Trump, a man that's campaigning on rolling back civil rights and so much more. They want to take all of the rights away from the LGBTQ AI plus KWZY. He want to take the rights away from the girls. And you choose to engage in rhetoric targeting trans people, a section of your community that's huge. And you also chose to marry a registered sex offender. And with all of this, the craziest part is, y'all, this lady is not even a United States citizen. She's an immigrant. You can't even vote. You cannot vote. You can't even vote. So you have all of these stances. You're putting these stances on the internet. You're showing up to the UN and you're saying all these things which are influencing your fan base to get them to vote. But you have no consequences because you can't even vote. Aligning yourself with a movement actively working to strip the rights from your own fan base, while having no stake in the outcome is so reckless. It is so reckless. You are literally cheering from the sidelines while other people have to pay the price. What is wrong with you, Onika? Your career, your literal career, has been sustained by trans women, by trans men, by gay men, by gay women, by queer fans, by gender non-conforming people, the dolls, the girls, the studs, the doms, the femmes, the stems. Those are the people who are your fan base. And now you're mocking them, you're dismissing them, and you're throwing them under the bus. All for a potential pardon, allegedly. If somebody is spamming in the chat, mods, please time them out or kick them out. Please stop. No spamming. All of this just tells me that Nicki has never respected her fans. She just used y'all. That's what this is telling me. You never actually supported or respected your fans. You use their loyalty, you use their advocacy, you use their money, you use them to for them to attack people when you don't get your way. And now your mask is slipping. You no longer care to pretend anymore. You just with whatever. I don't know what the fuck Gary on. This is what happened when I don't put the subscription thing on. But yeah, Nicki is insane and her fans are insane, and it's crazy that this is I see a lot of them now saying um that they're done with her, and I just think it's funny that this is the final straw that's making them say, "Oh, I'm finally done with Nicki." It wasn't when she married the sex offender. Like, why wasn't that your moment to leave when she married the sex offender? You would think that would be the moment where you would say, I can't support a woman who's willing to marry a sex offender. There's video of Nicki and her husband um on some type of stream, and he calling y'all faggots. And y'all still supporting her? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. It's like a cult. And to be clear, I do not care about how people live their lives. I don't care who you love. I don't care who you fuck. I don't care what you identify as. If it's not harming me, if it's not harming my family, if it's not harming anyone around me, it is not my business. We all got one life to live. Live it how you choose. Okay? As long as you're not hurting nobody, you are good in my book. Which is exactly why watching Nicki put down her fans are just crazy. Are just so crazy. Now she on social. The last time I checked, she was on Twitter spiraling, posting nonstop, playing shocked, acting like she the victim, acting like she was the one who attacked. Nicki, you inserted yourself. You started the attacks first. You aligned with people whose records are public. You aligned yourself with sex offenders. You aligned yourself with Donald Trump, who is also a sex offender. Well, I don't know if he's registered as a sex offender, but he's been accused of assault. He's been accused of being on the Epstein Island. And this is who you want to associate yourself with? My girl, rock out. Joke's on you. Joke's on fucking you. I don't know. If this don't wake her fans up, I honestly don't know what will. Like this isn't it. This is not it. Nicki on the internet acting like she being bullied. You are not being bullied. You are the bully. And now you embarrassed. You just gotta deal with it, girl. You shouldn't have started with this man. You should not have started with this man. Played yourself. Um, but yeah, that's the Nicki conversation. We do not even need to harp on that no more. Cause she just basically embarrassed herself. Who the hell is this spamming us? Y'all ain't got no business. Y'all are so bored. Get out of here. Shout out to the cousin TT for supporting the channel. She does not care about her legacy at all. She's at her wits end. She does not care. She's lost it all at this point. She does not care. She has nothing to live for. She has nothing to live for at this point. So she's just gone all out at this point. And she don't care that she's embarrassed. She's trying to say that the reason she had, or her fans are trying to say, the reason she's upset with the governor is because her house got swatted in 2023 and they didn't do anything about it. Bitch, what is the government supposed to do? Call the fucking police. When someone swats your house, when someone does something to you, you call the police. You don't call the fucking government. What is the government supposed to do? You want to have special privileges. And my thing is, you're using that swatting as your reason to be upset with the Democrats. But the fact that you're failing to say that the person who swatted your house was arrested. So what are you still upset about? I don't get what you're still upset about. You're just upset for no reason and you just want to be messy. That's all. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to fix this shit right now because they got me fucked up spamming my chat. Y'all are so bored. Yeah, she tagged the Congress and like, girl, not you snitching at that. Hold on, y'all. Now your bitch ass can't spam. Now your punk ass can't spam. Get out of here, you fucking dweeb. What is wrong with people? People are crazy. Because why are you doing that? Why are you trying to spam me? Can y'all hear me? Cousin, can y'all hear me? Let me know in the chat if y'all can hear me. I had to go to my computer because I was on the iPad. Okay, cool, perfect. I had to move because people are fucking weird, making 20 pages to fucking spam some bullshit that none of us are gonna pay attention to. Y'all need hobbies. Y'all need jobs or some shit. Like, what are you doing? Okay, perfect. Thank you. And shout out to the chat for helping me hit my goal. I really appreciate that so much. For the night. Where were we? So shout out to TT, like I was saying. And shout out to the cousin Cam for the next 2 super chats he sent in. It's crazy. Nicki still has a loyal fan base. It really is crazy, especially the gays. Because she's literally campaigning for your rights to be taken away from you. And that's just blasphemy. Like, I would never want to co-sign anybody who doesn't care about my rights. Like my brother who is LGBTQ, he used to be a real big fan of Nicki. And he called me like, this bitch is so embarrassing. This hoe is so embarrassing. And I'm like, I told you from the beginning, but you wanted to be her fan. Now look at you, goofy. Look at you, goofy. Nicki is in glorified pick me, the worst of the worst pick me's that there can be. Now that I'm at my computer, allegedly Tyla reposted something telling her to retire. Hold on, let's see. Is this true? Tyla reposted, keep that album, delete social media, and hide yourself from the public. Just go away and never come back. You're done. It's done. You are too mentally insane to be in the public eye anymore. It was a good run. You accomplished a lot. Revived an entire genre, but it's over now. Oh, let me see if Tyla actually reposted this. Hold on, y'all. Let me go to her page to see if she actually reposted this, because that's crazy if she did. What's her page? Tyla. I don't see it. Is this her actual page? I don't know. But they saying she reposted that. If she reposted that, that's fucking crazy. But it's not a wrong tweet. And shout out to the cousin Groovy or Tony Moni with the orbital strike. Had to, because why y'all trying to fuck up our feng shui that we got going on over here? Get your ass out of here and go find you somebody else to deal with. Damn, I be missing everything. I deleted Twitter. Twitter is a funny space. You gotta be able to take breaks from Twitter, because Twitter will drive you crazy. What? I don't even know what that means. Child, why the hell they saying Trey Songz got arrested? Trey Songz was arrested after allegedly punching a NYC nightclub employee earlier this month. Trey Songz was charged with 2 counts of mischief, in the second degree and assault in the third degree. Is everybody okay? Why is everybody fighting? Like, why nobody know how to keep their hands to themselves? Shit is out of control. Oh my God, I'm tired of the game. I'm so tired of him. I'm so tired of talking about him. And I'm so tired of people trying to gaslight us with the fucking game. Like, please just stop it. This idea that the game all of a sudden is a better rapper. Like, it's literally the same narratives over and over and over again. Like, now all of a sudden the game is a better rapper than Kendrick Lamar. Is that's the new narrative that we're going with? That the game is a better rapper than Kendrick Lamar. I swear, y'all tell us there's a new person every other 3 months. This person is a better rapper than Kendrick. Like, y'all don't even be genuine about it anymore. It's just everybody is just a better rapper than Kendrick at this point. I get it. I get it. I get it. What songs are Kendrick in the game featured on? I think they got like 3 features, right? See No Evil, um, On Me, and The City. In y'all's opinion, did the game cook Kendrick in any of those songs? Is Skip in here? We are deciphered. Is Skip in here? If Skip is in here, can you confirm or deny if or who had the better verses on those songs? Who had the better verses on The City, See No Evil, and On Me? I'm gonna take Skip's word for it. Because in my opinion, Kendrick won all of those features. I was gonna say that. I say Kendrick smoked them on 2 of the songs, and one of the songs is at least debatable. Okay, so we're on the same page. Game might have got that on Me. The game wasn't bad on all 3, but he didn't have the better verses. Okay. Kendrick always had the better verse on each of those records. So my thing is, the game doesn't have one song on the level of Fear, Humble, or King Costa. The game still living off his 2005 output. Dot on all 3, but game did good on Me. Okay, we all are of the opinion that if we were to give the game a verse or a record, it would be the On Me record. See No Evil is all Kendrick, and so is This City. Where we are okay. That's what I like about the cousins. We know who we root for, but we're not biased. We'll give a bitch their 10s when they need their 10s. So we are all on the conclusion that if we were to give the game a record, it would be On Me. But the other 2, he got cooked. Cam, they're saying he would smoke Kendrick at this point. And my thing is, on those records, he didn't smoke him. He didn't prove he was better than them. That slid on Me so hard. I don't know, man. At this point, they taking applications to find somebody they can claim better than Dot. I mean, academics even said it after the Big Sean situation. Y'all remember when academics was like, I'm looking for anybody who could smoke this. They rotating the options in and out. At this point, they are rotating the options to see who could go toe to toe with him. And that's just crazy. That is so crazy. How many classics does the game have? I would say one at classic albums. I would say one is a definitely one under his belt. Me personally, I'm not really a fan of the game, but so anybody else in the chat will probably know better. I am sorry, Moni. I am biased. The game, I can't. Hey, as long as you're honest about it, as long as you're honest about your bias. So, yes, Moni, that's exactly what I was thinking. You read my mind. You're right. He did. They're gonna try to bring in crit, please. And how many classic albums does Dot have? I got him down. He doesn't have a miss. In my estimation, he does not have one miss. Jesus Piece is up there. I ain't mad at it. The game is just in superior hood lyrical version of Drake. Damn. But he doesn't sing. I like how you put that. Yes, y'all. Smash the like button for me if you haven't already. I would really, really appreciate that so much. Yeah, I'm just tired of the narratives. Like every other 3 months, they rotate someone new in, and it's just ridiculous at this point. Like, just stop. It's getting embarrassing. Like, I can't take it. Does he have a classic though? The Game? I think he at least has one classic album. I mean, Game is good, but I really don't listen to him like that. Never have. I couldn't tell you the title of one Game album. Documentary. Just say that. Just say that over and over. Moni, why do Lupe hate Kendrick? Lupe sees what he wanted his career to be in Kendrick, which is a lot of them. They for them, they don't understand why him, but then they look past the part that they just want a lyrical miracle it up all day, and you need more than that to do that. Like on Spaces earlier today, they were having a conversation about Ab Soul, and they were asking, do we think Ab Soul is jealous of Kendrick's success because Ab Soul has had a hard time breaking into the mainstream, and a lot of people have been side eyeing Ab Soul as of the last year with who he decides to stand next to in as far as like J. Cole goes, as far as like Joey Badass goes. And so they were having that conversation earlier, and I thought that was interesting that a lot of the people who are deemed to be these lyrical rappers, they have not been able to master the side of making a lyrical miracle enjoyable to the public. And even though Kendrick, I wouldn't consider Kendrick lyrical miracle where I wouldn't consider him that, but he has that ability, but he also has the ability to tap into the other side, and they have not grasped how to do that. So there's a lot of resentment. And I think that's what Lupe's issue is. He feels like Kendrick has the career he should have had. And plus Lupe is a fucking weirdo too, so that's another question. That's another story for another day. I don't know. I try to stay away from talking about Lupe. He makes my ass itch. Crazy enough, I've never heard the documentary. That's crazy. That's kind of shocking, Loki. That you of all people never heard that. And early Kendrick has some Lupe in it, like K Lamar, AP, and OD. Erada has some Lupe style records. Yeah, Kendrick had a little bit of everybody in him. And I'm just glad he was able to find his style. We got the same 24, which you're mad for real. Yes, I was there with that Absol talk, Joey Badass, etc. Yeah, it was an interesting conversation. It was a very interesting conversation. I try not to kick Absol back in because Absol has been through a lot or whatever. And I do think like there's a little um is resentment the right word? But I do still feel like he loves Kendrick. He's just probably upset with the fact that he's never been able to break into the mainstream the way a J Rock has, a Q has. He's the only one who hasn't had their quote unquote mainstream era. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. A lot of lyricists take issue with Kendrick being the face of hip hop, but had no issue with Drake being the face. It's an ego thing. Yeah, they want it to be them. They're willing to accept Drake because they feel like they can be better than him. And plus, society has told them that Drake is right, white is right, light is right. A lot of colorism goes into this shit too, at the end of the day. None of them are as versatile as Dodd. None of his projects are predictable, and he's constantly doing something different. Yeah, they just one dimensional. And until they get it, they're always gonna be stuck in whatever box they're in. I have been side eyeing Absol for several years. Damn, not several years. See, most of what I listened to Game on was the G Unit stuff. Yeah, he had that G Unit tough was touch was special for him. Absol looking funny to me in the line, ain't gonna lie, but I hope he get that green eyed monster in check and do better. He's the most balanced artist. Hold on, y'all niggas playing with me, man. Kendrick is a cryptic motherfucker. You gotta be a detective and a have to listen to him. Yeah, but it's not in everything. But yeah, he's funny like that. It would be the most simplest thing, and it got like 20 layers, and it's like, how the fuck did you even think of that? Like the 616 in LA shit. There's so many dates over the last years that correlate to that one date. It's just so interesting. A lot of dudes want Kendrick's career. That's why Drake wanted to see his contract peekaboo bitch. Yeah. Lupe's problem is that he ain't recovered from his label issues. Yeah, that too. He was getting what? I don't even want to repeat that, Wayne. He was getting what? If 50 Cent stopped messing with the game, something is wrong with him. Niggas desperate for anybody. They so mad at Kenny. Jealousy has them. Yeah, they want anybody to take them down. They're fiending for it. I see the OG Black Hippie crew as the four elements of hip hop. Kendrick studied them all and conquered the other three elements, and his crew members didn't get all four like he did. That's a great way to put it because he really did, and he tells us that. He even says he used to think that Absol was the most lyrical one out of all of them. And I don't think he's wrong. Kendrick is able to study people, find their strengths, and then perfect it. I don't know. I I'm hopeful Absol isn't on some BS. But Absol, again, like I said, he's been through a lot. If you're really better, then stop complaining and get to work, drop your album, and let us discuss. That's all I'll be saying. That's all I'll be saying. Let your music speak for itself. I just think Absol needs to come to the terms with he's just not gonna be a mainstream artist. It's not for him. He should just be the best underground artist that he can be. Someone made a great point earlier. Not everybody can be Michael. You gotta be Tito. And if you're gonna be Tito, be the best fucking Tito that you can be. Be the best Jermaine that you can be. Just don't be the Jermaine that's gonna go fuck your brother's girl and have a kid. Don't be that version of Jermaine. Motherfuckers see what other people got going on and they think that that's supposed to be them. It's just not in the cards for you. It's just not in the cards. I try to give soul grace, you know. Lupe definitely has substance. What the fuck? Who said that? Somebody said Lupe ain't got no substance? Lupe is clever with his words but has no substance, which is the opposite of Kendrick. I wouldn't agree that Lupe doesn't have substance. I just don't be liking the shit that he be rapping about sometimes. But he definitely has substance, I think. I'm just personally not a fan of it. Like, I don't want to hear about Amy Winehouse being Korean. Like, I don't want to hear about that. Like, I don't care about that, Lupe. I don't. I really don't. Kendrick's dominance is so loud when he's active. No one can move past him. It's been that way from the beginning. That's why a lot of industry rappers jealous of him. Yeah, I don't get it. And then too, y'all don't even capitalize when y'all claim he's gone away. So whose fault is it really? It's not his fault. Now he gives Tito. I'm definitely Tito because I ain't trying to have all that spray paint on my. Listen, be the best Tito that you can fucking be. Somebody's gonna like it and somebody's gonna pay for it. But if you're not even trying to be the best Tito, you're just being an average Tito, nobody's gonna check for you. Lupe's music make me angry and annoyed. Damn. That's crazy. That's kind of wild. I am embarrassed. Who is Lupe? You don't know who Lupe is? You ever heard the song Kick Push? That's Lupe. If you've never heard of the cool would like to enter the chat. If Lupe got one thing, that motherfucker got substance. Go listen to Streets on Fire and tell me what he discussed and covered in that song. Y'all tripping. Don't say y'all. Only one person said that. Maybe substance wasn't the proper word. You explained exactly what I was trying to say. Yeah, I guess you're just not a fan of like his subject matter or most of the time. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, Lupe definitely got some substance. Just not my cup of tea personally. Plus, I don't really like his face. Amy Winehouse talked about a dream she had where she was a battle rapper. Yeah. Lupe tries so hard to be deep and enjoyable to listen to. Damn, y'all cooking, Lupe. I am so glad I got him blocked from our chat. I am so glad because he probably gonna come in this motherfucker to me something. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Papoose hate Kendrick too. Papoose need to shut the fuck up. Don't nobody care you got New York in the palm of your hands. Not too much on Lupe, y'all. He used to be my favorite. We got a few Lupe fans in the building. If anything, Lupe overdoes the substance-based shit, and it gets too overhead and starts to lean corny. He did a food metaphor song about street life. Yeah, that's probably what she means. Kendrick's light and anointing will always leave the devils confused. They'll never get over it. Listen, if everybody just focused on themselves, the world would be a better place. You know? Dang, what rock you were living under? Moni, I am old school. Kendrick woke me up. I never heard of Cole either. Since, let me ask you this: since hearing of J. Cole, how do you like him? Do you like his music? Have you listened to his music outside of, I guess, like the beef? We ain't gonna be able to see his comments because I got him blocked. I hate Papoose raps. He gonna come in here and rap about every street sign he passed. And his arrogant personality, constant hating on Dot doesn't do him any favor, yeah. Yeah, like I'm not trying to listen to that. Cool for you, Lupe. I see you trying to enhance the subject matter, but I'm cool on that. I'm so cool on that. I didn't know Drake either. Sorry if Kendrick had not popped out. I would not know. So, cousin, what did you listen to? Were you interested in hip hop or were you into like another genre? Like was it R&B or what were you listening to? I'm the same way. I went back to listen to Cole and don't understand the hype. Cole got some moments, you know. He got some moments. He's not my cup of tea, but he got some moments. I don't like J. Cole when he acts tough. He is not one of those. Dang, I wish I didn't know who Drake was. You just want to know YB and Kendrick only. He's stuck in a decade. You are the type of listener the industry is mad that Kendrick reached. Yeah. Papoose will rap about every type of cereal flakes and Lucky Charm. That's the shit he be rapping about. I asked Lupe why Drake writes the same rhyme schemes over and over. He said it was Drake's cheat code. Why this nigga cheat? Didn't Lupe say Drake was a better writer than Kendrick? Didn't he say that? He said Drake was a better writer than Kendrick. I think who else said that? Someone else said that. Jadakiss lyrically is getting the game out of here. Jadakiss my top 3. And I ain't afraid to say it. I got Kendrick, I got Jay-Z, and I got Jadakiss. I love them to death. Okay. Jada ain't been a Jada of old, but he still got it a little bit. I will put my money on Jada. But that's my top 3. It used to be Jay-Z first, Kendrick, Jadakiss, but I got Kendrick, Jay-Z, Jadakiss. Jadakiss got 50 up out of here. That was a time. Even shit, Jadakiss and Jay-Z even had a little back and forth. That's when Jay-Z, see, Jay-Z so petty. Jay-Z the type of motherfucker who would get on your song and take it from you. He did that to Joe Budden too. He was gonna give Joe Budden a feature. Something happened, and instead of giving him the feature, he did a freestyle, and his Pump It Up remix was crazy. Shit, yeah, shit is crazy. Kiss is one of the greatest. Yeah, they don't be trying to give my dude his props, but he one of the best to me. Yeah, he rocked 50 Lightwork. Fabulous and Jadakiss as a duo are I like their Freddie versus Jason tape. I thought it was cool. Who's 4 and 5? Little Kim is in. Yes, Little Kim is in my top 5. I don't care how anyone feels about it. And then I got Biggie and Tupac kind of interchanged because they're deceased, but I naturally just stick to my top 3 when it comes to the top 5 conversation. I'm in love. I'm love the new Coast Contra. It's all happening. No game. Checkmate, one of my favorite diss tracks. And Jim Jones to Brooklyn. Man, Jim Jones is a hot fucking mess. Hot fucking mess, man. The Locks versus Smoke Dipset. Everybody and their mama swore up and down that Dipset was gonna smoke them. I said, oh, y'all really don't be paying attention to the Locks, though. Y'all don't, because there's no way on no planet, especially performance-wise, did you think Dipset was gonna be able to handle the Locks in the verses. They are one band, one town. Okay. Who reminds you of Little Kim today? Nobody. Nobody reminds me of Kim today, which I think is a good thing. I think all the girls should have their own style. As far as like aesthetic goes, a lot of the girls pull from her aesthetically, but I don't think there's anyone who actually sounds like her. I mean, Lotto kind of took the Big Mama moniker from Little Kim. But like bar for bar, I don't hear any of them sounding like her, unless we're talking about Lola Brooke. But I think she sounds, is it Lola Brooke? I think she sounds like Kim and Foxy, but it's like a New York thing to me, honestly. Mine was J. Cole, Kendrick. Mine was J. Cole, Kendrick. Now it's just Kendrick, then J. Dang, why you take Cole out? Dang, y'all just turned on Cole like that? Moni, I'm older than your mom. Probably rap was dead to me until Kendrick popped out. Probably. My mom passed at 46. So maybe. And that was 2019. That you type without your glasses. I always had locks in that verses. See, you knew what it was gonna be. Nobody care about Cameron computer. I get the boosters bootings. I get computers putin. What the fuck does that even mean? I get the boosters boosting. I get the computers putin. I don't know what that means. Dipset was sloppy in that verses. They're always sloppy. And I don't know if it's because like I've seen these people up front. And I see like how they carry themselves in real life. Like I always saw fucking Jim Jones. I've always saw Cam, and I've always saw Jewels and Patterson. And it's just like looking at them niggas like y'all don't got it no more. Y'all don't got it like y'all used to have it. But I know because I've attended the Locks concerts. I've attended Jada Kiss concerts. Like they are really showmen. Like no backtrack. They rap in each other's verses. They're taking times. Like I knew they were going up there to whoop ass. I knew they were going up there to kick ass. Dipset, they don't even like each other. They only come together for money. They wanna upstage each other and shit. I found out about that versus the same day it took place, and I immediately thought this shit is a wash. Locks backing them up. And boy, did they wash them. They definitely backed them up. For sure. Kim had bars. She was always better than Nicki Minaj. What's this about? Moni, you know why. It kind of. Locks the only group to escape. Bad boy unscathed. Never underestimate them. Listen, Jadakiss told Jadakiss told Diddy that he is gonna go up to the highest skyscraper and he was gonna get a fridge, the double door, double decker ones, and throw it off the building on top of Diddy's head. That's how upset they was. They went down to the bad boys headquarters with bats and shit. Like, that's the type of games you had to play with Diddy, because if you didn't, he was gonna fuck you over. He was gonna fuck you over, and there wouldn't be nothing you could do about it. Oh, y'all, don't get all sentimental. Thank you, but don't get all sentimental in the chat. Shout out to that lady. Shout out to Kimberly. I hope her soul rests in peace. But yeah, that's my girl. She's been going since 2019. Lola Brooke is like 3 feet tall, and she sounds like somebody's uncle. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you. Kendrick, Tribe Called Quest, Young Boy. Since when Tribe Called Quest was in the top? You never talk about Tribe Called Quest. I'm still learning stuff about Kwani. I had no idea a Tribe Called Quest was in the mix. I just learned something. I have a lyricist top 5: Kendrick, Pac, Nas, Misty, Busta, and my Ratchet top 5: Project Pat, Future, Mystical. Before I removed him, I'm glad you removed him, because they need to put his ass down. Master P, Juvenile. I fuck with the Ratchet top 5 too. Computers. I only know Jim Jones from Love and Hip Hop. Dang. That's interesting. Jim Jones needs some Mucinex. Bro got like overdeveloped. What? Not his glands. What? He always gargling spit when he talks. Jesus Christ. My top 3: Kendrick, Nas, Scarface. Not bad. Rakim, Pac, Kendrick, Cube, KRS-One. Not bad. My top 3: Kendrick, Tupac, Ludacris. Ludacris don't be getting the respect he deserves out here in these streets. Bobby Shmurda said that Jadakiss is a better lyricist than Kendrick and Eminem. I mean, it makes sense that he would say that. He from New York. He don't know better. He don't know better. What kind of cartoony ass? Y'all have to be taken into consideration where these people from when they say certain shit. Because I wouldn't expect Bobby Shmurda to be listening to Kendrick. He's not one of those rappers who actually rap. He's one of those rappers who got popular off of a random song that he just decided to make, and then it's just a bunch of just words and one popular hook, you know? What? Uncle Still Mill working out. I can't. He treat YB and Tribe like uppers and downs. Because he has, as long as I have known Kwani, for the last year or two, he has never told me anything about a Tribe Called Quest. I keep shit in the tuck, can't let him know my day. Boy, don't piss me off. Do not piss me off, because since when? Since fucking when? What? Didn't Bobby get jumped over the weekend? Did he? I don't really keep up with Bobby Shmurda, but did he? That's interesting. Jim Jones walks like he got a whirly twirly up his butt. Kayla, please. What? Kendrick, Jay-Z, Outkast. Not bad. Not bad. I'm glad you said Outkast, because people would be like Andre, and then that's it, and then they just leave Big Boy on the back burner. They are a group. Keep them together. Jim Jones or Consequence? Who the better rapper? Neither. Shamerda was popping ass. All right. Bobby got jumped yesterday. Damn, nobody told me. Bobby just got his chain to. Damn. I thought he got out of the life. Jim Jones rap like he's holding back tears. Y'all are cooking Jim Jones. Jim Jones raps like he's holding back tears. It's crazy. I can't. I want Chrissy to leave Jim Jones. She deserves better. She deserves better, for real. Why don't Missy Elliott get talked about enough as the female GOAT? Yeah, they be doing Missy real bad. Missy got everything. She got the total package. You know what I do want from Missy? I want Missy and Doechii to get into the studio again. I want Missy to get back into her producing bag. And I think Doechii would be the perfect candidate for Missy, for her to produce a couple songs, because Missy's production, fire. When I tell you Kendrick got an angel, because the minute one of these Dusty speak on him, they like walk into a hole. They ain't learned their lesson. Every tongue that rises up shall fall. Leave that man alone. Leave that man alone. Because none of y'all win. Ever. What? Ja Morant, what? Ja Morant commented on Megan Thee Stallion post with Klay Thompson, and he commented, "So y'all really didn't break up? Ja, you must want to get punched in your shit." Cause wasn't him and Klay Thompson just going at it during the basketball game? Is you cool, nigga? Like, are you fucking cool? What is that about? Bobby and Thug in the running for worst first day out. Did Young Thug even put out a first day out? No, his version of Day and Night by Kid Cudi, hilarious. Nobody care about Jim Jones glitter pounds. Jim Jones, Jim Jones, the type of motherfucker that walk into the hair salon, get his hair braided, and then say, "Let me see your brush," and then brushes his hair forward. Because why your braids never look neat? They always look 3 weeks old, no matter when we see Jim Jones. Like, I've never seen him with clean braids, like, ever. Every time I've ever seen him, whether it's on the computer, whether it's on in person, and I've seen this motherfucker like a million times in person, his hair is never done, bro. I swear to God, he walks into the hair salon, gets his hair done real nice and neat, and then he takes the brush and he just brushes his hair forward. Shit is crazy. Speaking of Mystical, Wayno said Mystical would have had a great career if he learned to stop R-wording people. One of the funniest things I heard him say. That's actually kind of disturbing to say. What? That's an interesting thing to just say. I don't know. His legs like they were broken and put back together in the wrong way. What? Y'all are crazy in this chat. Chrissy was nice looking woman. She could have had something better. Exactly. Eve don't get talked about enough either. Yeah, Eve don't get talked about enough either. You know it's crazy? I was literally just listening to her and Lil Kim diss records towards each other. They were getting crazy. They was getting crazy. I think Lil Kim cooked her, but they was going crazy. Called Foxy Doodoo Brown. Said it's enough. I gotta put up with this Doodoo Brown chick. I could just imagine the type of beat she would have her rapping on. Not even just rapping either. The singing. Missy knows how to produce some good singing. Missy Elliott and Lizzo had a great song together. I never heard it. It really does need to happen. Madonna is obsessed with Kendrick. All of them white hoes is obsessed with Kendrick. They really think he a milkman. And that's what he get. Because why is you fucking white women? Even if it was only 2 times. But they all love him. The pop girls love Kendrick. Freeway raps like he's in the middle of a whoop that talk cry. That's that pain music. Me and Schoolboy Q got a squabble because why movie so short? Blood just listened to Blue Lips. Now it's his favorite album. I know that's right, Kwani. I used to love Freeway when I was younger. Yeah. Madonna stay horny for a young ethnic man. She needs to step back. Remember when she kissed Drake and he almost threw up? She kissed that man in his mouth and he almost threw up. Shit is crazy. Pooh Shiesty. Did y'all like his first day out freestyle? I didn't really like it. I mean, it's a few lines here and there that were very clever, but I didn't personally think it was all that. Like people are going up for. I guess people just missed him because we haven't heard from him in a very long time. I don't know. Not my cup of tea, really. A lot of women rappers don't get talked about enough. The Boss, R.I.P. Bahamadia. I don't know who that is. Had the B, MC Light, or even Queen Latifah don't get enough recognition. Yeah, I love me some Queen Latifah, Jersey's finest. No, Madonna needs to be far away from Kendrick. Listen, Ginger look like he doesn't brush his teeth. Yeah, his little those couple weeks where he was going through this thing where he was dissing Nas was kind of crazy. Love is Blind is untouchable. Love is Blind is one of the best rap songs ever, male or female. I will die on that hill. Like, where are the raps like that's telling real stories from the female rappers? I mean, we got Denial is a River from Doechii or whatever like that. That's cool, but Love is Blind, top tier. And then you got Faith in the background singing her ass off. Phenomenal song. Phenomenal song. I'm getting the vinyl. Kendrick did it for his ancestors. Madonna dated Tupac. Who the fuck didn't Madonna date? Who didn't she date? She dated everybody, bro. Everybody got a turn. Everybody got a fucking turn. Tupac. I'm just learning this too about Madonna. Yeah, she had everybody. What's up, Izzy? Appreciate the donation and support. W Moni, your Alameda interview was fire. Keep up the grind and putting out great content. Thank you, cousin. I appreciate that so much. Appreciate you watching. I also have an interview with Mark Luck, so check that out when you have time as well. I have 2 more interviews lined up that I'm hoping to schedule very, very soon with some people that y'all are gonna like as well. So yeah, stay tuned for that. So we on a roll in 2026 for sure. Probably get those interviews done after the holidays. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more of those. Yep, even the younger pop girls love Kendrick, Billy, Ariana Taylor. Yeah, they do. Tupac had to stop dating her because she white and bad for his image. Wayno didn't just randomly say it. There was some news regarding Mystical. Mystical had apparently got out of prison for R-wording someone, then went back for the same thing. Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping it wasn't just like a random conversation. I'm pretty sure it was probably in the midst of something. Because that's just a crazy thing to come out and just say. But yeah, mystical need to be put down. He can't control himself. Like, why do you need to be R-wording people? I'm pretty sure there's some people out there that would just give it to you. You ain't gotta R-word nobody. Shit is crazy. Do y'all know the rapper Ciroc? Is that how you say her name? She's dope. No, I'm not familiar with her. If you're in the Discord, share some of her music in there and we'll listen to it. Why are we looking at Ja Morant? He has such a goofy face. This motherfucker, he commented under this Megan's post asking her if him and Clay broke up. Mind you, they were just beefing. Madonna dated Dennis Rodman, who does that. Didn't Tony Braxton date him too? I think Tony Braxton dated him or messed with him. Tony Braxton will date anybody. She's fucking married to Birdman. Who would have ever thought? Who would have ever thought that? Tony Braxton and fucking Birdman. Yeah, we got some work to do. We got some work to do in 2026. That is scary. Shout out to the cousins for joining the family as a new member. Appreciate you joining the family. Madonna definitely was not Drake's preferred demographic, which is crazy because look at his baby mama. Look at his baby mama. What's the difference? What is the difference? Dennis dated Carmen Electra too. Dennis used to get the baddies. He was a ball player. He was winning. He had many looks. All the women wanted Dennis back then. I think the niggas wanted Dennis too. They've been beefing since Clay called the Grizzlies bums in 2022. I mean, well, they were bums. Y'all haven't done anything. What have the Grizzlies accomplished? And plus, ain't Ja Morant on his way out? Like, all you do is sit on the sidelines. Is he even back playing yet? Last time I looked, he wasn't even playing. He was popping shit from the sidelines. Ja Morant has a waste of basketball career. Lame ass got drafted to Memphis, and now he want to be street. Like, didn't he grow up in the suburbs and shit? Like, granted, you can grow up in the suburbs and still be from the hood. Like, my family is from the hood. We moved to the suburbs, but I still went back to my family. But that doesn't mean I need to act like I'm from the hood and I'm all this shoot 'em up, tote 'em up, gang, have all these damn guns and shit. I don't know what's wrong with Ja Morant. Ja Morant is crazy. Now he was snowflowing. If it ain't snowing, I ain't going. Pac is Madonna's age. He died 30 years ago. Yeah. I think a lot of people forget that Pac was young when he died. I think Pac died at like 25 years old. Biggie too. What's up, April? What's going on? I'm from Memphis, but I'm not rocking with Ja at all. It's Ja Morant Drake in a different font. The funny thing is, wasn't Drake also dissing Ja Morant over Lotto's sister? Where Drake was fucking with Lotto's 18-year-old sister, but she was also messing with Ja Morant. But Ja Morant ain't say shit about it. Ja need to go sit the fuck down somewhere, man. Yeah, they don't like each other. Yeah, there was rumors going around Twitter saying they broke up, but you can clearly see it was a troll. Who the fuck do y'all be following on Twitter? I don't be seeing this shit. I don't be seeing this shit at all. Did y'all see? Did y'all see Glasses Malone said that nobody knew that one. My bad, I done muted myself by mistake. Glasses said that nobody knew that 100 was a diss to Kendrick. Did y'all know that that was a diss to Kendrick? When you heard it, did you assume that that was a diss towards Kendrick? Because I walked into a Twitter space and I heard Glasses Malone say nobody knew that that was a diss towards Kendrick, so how would the game know? And maybe I just walked in at the wrong time, so I don't know what the full context is, but that's the part that I heard, and I believe it came from Glasses. But I'm like, what do you mean nobody knew? Because Kendrick knew it was a diss to him because he responded to it on Element. And I just feel like that's just more gaslighting at this point. Like, you're gaslighting me again. And I hate to be gaslighted. Glasses. So I just wanted to ask y'all, like, am I tripping? Am I making up shit? Is this in my head? Like, I'm the only one who knew that that was a diss? Because I feel like it was a known thing that all of us knew that 100 was a diss. Drake literally said, I could have all of your friends if I stayed on some Contra shit. He said they don't play the competition in the club or something like that. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm not crazy. That's a damn lie. I was a kid and I even knew Drake this, that nigga. Okay. So I'm not crazy. Okay, so glasses is gaslighting us. Okay. Not at the time, no, but now most definitely it was a diss. Okay. I wish glasses would just shut the fuck up. I knew it was a diss to Kendrick. Why his glasses lying? Even I knew that and I never catch this. Kayla. No, she said I never catch this. G Malone be lying, but trying to pacify relations off and let him rock, but he know he lying. Okay, all right. Glass has been sounding real compromised as of late. When he said that I would have all of your fans if I didn't go pop and I stayed on some conscious shit, instantly thought of Kendrick. Okay, we not tripping. Gaslighted is a crazy part. Fire, crack, cocaine, double entendre. He gaslighting with them Coke bottle glasses. They trying to keep the peace out there. Listen, I'm all for keeping the peace out there. But don't tell me I'm crazy, bro, when I'm not fucking crazy. And you wouldn't have to try to keep the peace if one person wasn't bumping his fucking lips at this point. So get with that nigga and don't try to tell us we crazy when we know we not crazy. It was so apparent, right? I honestly forgot about that song because it's forgettable. But we knew that was a moment because you let this man come to your hood and try to diss. Glasses Malone has a rap career because of the game, and Glasses Malone is trying his hardest to cap for the game, aka the lane. I don't know why these cats run narratives that we know for a fact ain't so. Drake's been in his feelings since MTV. Yeah. I know an inside eye Glasses. Glasses act like he doesn't know anything, but then wants to act like he's an insider on it. It's so funny to watch. That's why I don't watch. Of course, we know. Then Drake turned it around and used it to say he got more loves than. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Great point. Great fucking point. That's why when Game wasn't invited to the pop out, I wasn't surprised. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure like I wasn't tripping. You see, Malquab said that the Game ain't welcome to Compton and don't want problems. I don't think Malquab was just in here earlier. He stopped by the channel. I don't think he said he's not welcomed in Compton unless there's another video that I missed. So forgive me if I missed that video, but he was basically telling him to chill. He was like, our Compton is not the same Compton. He was like, your big homie is my homie. It was funny though. Yeah, that's what I remember him saying. Glasses Malone be gaslighting the Game antics and said that the Game doing marketing strategy schemes. It's terrible marketing strategy schemes because why do he need to do marketing strategy schemes? Because in this same stream, I think he said that the Game put his shit up for free, which is also a lie, Glasses. He did not put this mixtape up for free. So again, you're bullshitting us, you're gaslighting us. If this shit is up for free, why are you marketing it? Just let it do what it do. And the fact that you need to lean in on the idea of dissing a nigga to get your marketing up off the board because you can't lean on anything else says a lot. It just says a lot. And that's just unfortunate. Because I'm about to head out. I should have bended my meal prep, but I didn't. So I need to do it now. But appreciate y'all coming in and chilling with me. Shout out to everybody who sent in a donation. I thank you so much and helping me hit my goal. Thank you so much to everybody who liked the video, who shared the video, who subscribed to the channel. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to my mods holding the chat down, especially when we had that little bot situation going on. I hope y'all enjoyed the rest of y'all night. Join the Discord. Check out the merch. And again, like this video. Y'all be safe. Y'all have a good night. And I'll holla at y'all later.
Hey cousin, who you chilling with?
I'm chilling with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chilling with?